What color you got on, bro?
Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 11th ranked team, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Cougars will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a strong stiff arm. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
He's got his man in the open field. Touchdown, BYU. It was a foot race, and he won it.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start.
No key!
For a big day.
He's missed it. The extra point is no good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
West Virginia, 0.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this one is caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Mountaineers line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
And the PAT makes the score 7-6. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
7, BYU 6.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Handoff to the single back. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's a quick grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for 6. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 21, BYU 9.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Baker. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And the Cougars hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Now, fourth down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Ball handed off. Fights off a defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here comes a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Mountaineers will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. With the catch, it's Flanagan. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Cougars looking to run some tempo here.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone, and the quarterback, the only...
Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. BYU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Got it. 325. Longer.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wide out. It's caught downfield.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Now to try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
West Virginia, 35. BYU, 16.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Running right through tacklers. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
He's escaping the pocket now. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And this time it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Cougars will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Got it.
A completion makes it second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Caught near the sticks. It's Baker. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, BYU. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. We're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
West Virginia 42, BYU 23.
The Mountaineers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And the Cougars hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. Defense makes the stop after the completion. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks a tackle into the clear. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands, it's Barnes. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And very good defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
At the 48, brings up 2nd down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 10. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with...
Touchdown, BYU. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. On third and short, they hand the ball off. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards. They came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's fourth down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, BYU.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. They'll hand it off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Baker. And they get him down after the completion. And the Cougars will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Caught quickly. And he's tackled after the catch. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This BYU offense is quickly moving down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, West Virginia 49, BYU 37.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Bringing pressure. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. Finding some room at the 25. Huge play. They finally get him down, but he's all the way up to midfield. Now they can open up the playbook. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
37.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The Cougars will crank up the tempo. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now
here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the point after is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Boy, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position. They were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This offense really clicking.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down coming up.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line in a hurry.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
It's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Quick throw to his receiver. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, BYU. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by... trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important third down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up on the play and taken down.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
They've converted 2 of 3 so far on fourth down, and they'll stay aggressive here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on down. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Fights off a defender.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports